What's up everybody, blessed be, my name is Mannun and you are watching Witch in the Working, where we will be discussing all things witchy in and around, throughout and about, above, below, and beyond. Please visit me on my other platforms as well, including Facebook, Instagram, and Patreon, all linked down in the description below. The full script to this video and most of the others is available on my Patreon account for download if desired to build your Witch in the Working Book of Shadows. So today we embark on a mesmerizing journey into the realm of weather magic. This age-old practice whispers the secret language of the winds, dances under the promise of the storm, and enchants the sun to cast her radiant gaze upon us. It's a path that asks us to commune deeply with the elements, to feel the pulse of the world in our veins, and to weave our intentions into the very air we breathe. So, gather your charms, prepare your heart, and let's set sail into the stormy skies and sunlit mornings of weather magic. Hold on tight, my friends, and roll intro. Welcome back everyone. So I just want to let you know, I actually tried to shoot this video outside at Mannun's Creek. I tried to do it twice actually, and I ended up getting rained on both times. Ironically enough, right as I got to the part about raining. Now I know you're probably like, yeah, right, sure, whatever. It happened. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I ultimately had to go back out to the woods, as a matter of fact, because I had to gather my things so fast. I mean, I'm literally sitting there, the sun's out, everything's fine, and all of a sudden it got dark, and I thought for a minute about changing the white balance on the camera, and before I could even think more about it, it started raining, and I gathered up all my stuff as quickly as possible. Jumped in my truck. I had to leave my tripod, my chair, and another tripod I used to hold the microphone. I had to go back for them because otherwise everything was going to get soaked. So either way, now I'm in the studio and I'm having to do it here because obviously it doesn't want me to do it outside, or should I say maybe it's just maybe it's a little bit too intense. Maybe I'm actually calling the rain doing this. I don't know. But anyway, so let's carry on. Weather magic, within the context of Wicca, witchcraft, and other similar practices, is a form of magic that involves attempts to influence or predict the weather. Practitioners may conduct rituals, cast spells, or perform other magical activities with the intention of summoning rain, changing wind direction, inviting sunshine, or achieving other weather-related goals. It's important to note that the belief and practice of weather magic varies widely amongst practitioners of these belief systems. Some believe it to be a genuine manipulation of natural forces, while others view it more symbolically, seeing the rituals as a way to focus personal energy or will. Throughout history, human beings have looked up to the skies, studying the whims and ways of the weather, and pondering if they could somehow coax the clouds, or whisper to the winds, or serenade the sun. This intrigue birthed the art of weather magic, a form of ritualistic practice aiming to understand, predict, and even influence weather patterns. While weather magic might be dismissed as mere folklore by some, it played a significant role in various cultures, underscoring their understanding of the world and their place in it. Among the earliest practitioners of weather magic were the Native Americans. Their sacred rain dances were not simply pleas for precipitation. They were a spiritual communion with the elements, invoking the blessing of rain for their parched lands. These rituals encapsulated a profound respect for nature's balance, wherein weather was not to be dominated but embraced and thanked. In the pantheon of Greco-Roman mythology, weather played a vibrant role. Gods like Aeolus, the Greek deity of the wind, and Jupiter, the Roman god of the sky and thunder, were actively worshipped and propitiated to ensure favorable weather conditions. These practices extended beyond mere superstition. They were integral to survival in societies heavily dependent on agriculture, where weather dictated prosperity or poverty. Celtic Druids, the spiritual guides of ancient Celtic societies, were known for their reputed ability to manipulate weather. Tales abound of druids lifting fog, summoning storms, and even directing the wind's course. Their weather magic was intricately tied to the sacred and the profane, melding the needs of everyday life with the realm of the divine. Asian cultures also bore witness to weather magic's influence. The Chinese revered the Dragon King, a deity controlling weather and water, whereas in Japan, Raijin or Fujian, I think I'm pronouncing those right, gods of thunder and wind respectively were central to Shinto practices, influencing both agriculture and warfare. The Norse god Thor held dominion over thunder, lightning, and storms, illustrating how weather magic transcended geographical boundaries. Vikings implored Thor's intercession for both fair skies and fierce storms, reflecting the fine balance in weather magic between creation and destruction. While the techniques and approaches varied, the underlying essence of weather magic remained consistent across cultures: an understanding and respect for the elemental forces and an aspiration to harmonize with them. Today, weather magic persists in modern pagan practices like witchcraft, continuing an ancient dialogue with the skies above. Weather magic's historical significance is indelibly imprinted on our cultural landscapes. It's not just about predicting rain or hushing a storm. It's a testament to humanity's enduring quest to connect with nature and to find a sense of belonging in the vast, wondrous drama of the weather. As the centuries have turned, weather magic has evolved, adapting to the changing paradigms of belief systems and cultural norms. But its essence remains firmly rooted in the reverence for nature and the primal elements. The practice has held a profound role in guiding societies, shaping agricultural practices and lending a sense of order and predictability to the world's natural phenomena. In the Middle Ages, weather magic found a place within the rites of cunning folk and herbalists. From the British Isles to Eastern Europe, these early magic practitioners employed charms, potions, and incantations to influence weather, often as a means of protecting crops or dispelling storms. Again, this wasn't just about controlling the weather. It was a bid for survival, for the sustenance of their communities. In African traditions, rainmakers held esteemed roles within their tribes, invoking ancestral spirits and employing sacred objects to summon rains or clear skies. This was more than mere climate control. It was a spiritual practice, an affirmation of their connection to the land, the sky, and the spirits that governed these realms. In Polynesian cultures, especially Hawaii, the kahuna were believed to possess the ability to control the weather. The kahuna would invoke the spirits and perform rituals to ensure the weather was favorable for fishing, agriculture, or navigation. In modern times, the practice of weather magic has been revived and revitalized in many neo-pagan traditions, particularly Wicca and various forms of witchcraft. Wiccans, for instance, might invoke the element of air or water in their rituals to create changes in the weather. However, the fundamental principle guiding this practice is respect for nature and its delicate balance. The historical significance of weather magic reminds us of the intricate bond between humanity and nature. It highlights our persistent quest to understand and harmonize within the world around us. Today, as we face the challenges of climate change and environmental degradation, perhaps there's wisdom to be gleaned from the ancient practices of weather magic, a reminder of the respect and reverence that our ancestors held for the earth and its rhythms. Weather magic, as viewed through the lens of history, teaches us that we are not conquerors of nature, but participants in a grand, interconnected dance. This understanding, fostered through time and across cultures, underscores the essence of our relationship with the weather, a relationship steeped in respect, fascination, and an enduring sense of wonder. Weather magic, with its deep historical roots spanning diverse cultures and eras, remains a captivating facet of modern witchcraft practice. The rites and rituals may have adapted to our contemporary context, but the fundamental ethos, a profound respect for nature and a desire to harmonize with its elemental forces, remains unchanged. At the core of weather magic is the understanding and respect for the balance of nature. It's essential to remember that any attempt to influence the weather must be done with consideration for the potential repercussions, not only on a personal level, but also in terms of the broader ecosystem. From the whispering winds to the pattering rain and the radiant sun, the weather's ceaseless dance has fascinated humanity throughout the ages. Weather magic, a captivating practice within the realms of witchcraft, offers a way to harmonize with these elemental forces. In a demonstration of wind magic, practitioners often use a wand or an athame or their hand to guide their intentions. The rituals begin with grounding oneself, connecting deeply with the earth and the present moment. Next, a practitioner will draw their intentions in the air, whether to summon or still the wind. This might be a symbol, a word, or a simple arrow indicating the desired wind direction. As they draw, they visualize their intention clearly, feeling the energy of the wind responding to their call. A chant or incantation might accompany this, such as, "Winds of change, hear my voice, shift your course by my choice." Also, using your breath and blowing towards a chosen direction during this spell is an additional form of sympathetic magic. Some witches will blow across a map of an area to show the wind which direction they wish for them to proceed. Use chimes or bells to harness the energy of the wind. The music they produce when touched by the breeze can be used to attract positive energies, ward off negativity, or act as a conduit for messages from the spirit realm. Feathers, being closely associated with the air element, can be used in wind magic. Hold a feather aloft to gauge wind direction or use it as a focus in meditation to connect with the wind's energies. Aeromancy is an ancient practice which involves observing the wind or the patterns it creates in sand, grass, or leaves to gain insights or prophecies about the future. Engage with the specific energies associated with the wind from different directions. For instance, a north wind might be linked to earth stability and grounding, while an east wind could be associated with new beginnings and inspiration. Our breath is a personal manifestation of wind and air. Deep intentional breath work can be a form of wind magic, helping to align energies, facilitate meditation, or channel specific intentions. Use tools that are lifted or powered by the wind, such as kites, to carry your intentions or wishes to the universe. On a breezy day, stand against the wind and whisper your intentions or desires, asking the wind to carry them to the desired destination or into the universe. Wind magic beckons you to embrace the unseen, to trust in the intangible, and to dance with the mysteries of the universe. It reminds us of the transient nature of life, urging us to move freely, communicate openly, and trust deeply. Whether it's the gentle caress of a summer breeze or the formidable force of a stormy gust, the wind holds secrets and powers just waiting to be harnessed by those willing to listen to its whispers. A demonstration of rain magic often involves a chalice of water. This is where I got, by the way, all those times where I was in the woods trying to film this. This is where I got when it started raining. The practitioner may begin by invoking the powers of the west and the element of water, associating these energies with the rains they seek to summon. Sprinkling water in the air while visualizing rain clouds gathering overhead can serve to strengthen this connection. A rhythmic chant or dance can help to intensify the energy and focus the intention. The practitioner might say something like, "Clouds gather, waters flow, let the rains begin to grow." I personally have performed a rain spell at least half a dozen times in my life, especially when I lived down in Florida, where the heat can be unbearable and the want and need for a rain can become an overwhelming desire. I personally would go outside with a large bowl of water or maybe a bucket. I would face the west and call on the spirits of the west in my own personal manner. From there, I would ask them to please let it rain, and while asking this, I would place the bowl of water on the ground at my feet and scoop up handfuls of water, throwing it in the air as high as I could to let it rain back down upon me. I did this until the bowl was empty. The spell never failed me, not even once. It always worked out. Gather rainwater in a jar or bowl. This water, charged with natural energies, can be used in various rituals, potions, or for cleansing. Different rains have different properties. Storm rain is potent for empowerment, while gentle spring rain might be used for healing and growth. Stand in the rain, allowing the droplets to wash over you. Visualize them cleansing your aura, washing away negativity and recharging your spirit. For meditation, the sound of rain is inherently meditative. Sit by a window or under a sheltered spot and focus on the rhythmic pattern. Let it guide you into a deep state of relaxation and introspection. Use rainwater as the base for jar or bottle spells, infusing it with your intentions. The scent that arises when rain falls on dry soil, known as petrichor, is deeply grounding. Capture this essence by placing a dry earth in a jar and letting the rain moisten it. Use this in grounding rituals or simply to reconnect with the earth. Divination has its part in this as well. Rainy days with their soft diffused light can be ideal for divination practices like tarot reading or scrying. The ambient mood can enhance intuition and receptivity. Traditionally, many cultures performed rain dances to invoke rain and ensure the fertility of the land. You can adopt this practice either to invoke physical rain or metaphorically to bring abundance and growth into your life. Precautions when working with rain magic. Avoid collecting rainwater during storms where harmful elements might be present. If you plan to ingest any rainwater, though generally it's not recommended, ensure it's purified to remove any contaminants. While the sound and feel of rain can be soothing, always ensure safety during heavy rainfalls or storms. Rain magic is about deep connection, renewal, and embracing the ebb and flow of life. It invites you to find beauty and power in the delicate dance of droplets, to see each rain as a blessing, a cleanser, and a reminder of ever-flowing cycle of life and emotions. When engaged with respect and intention, rain magic can be a profound path to healing and growth. The sun, the brilliant luminary that lights our days, has been revered and celebrated since ancient times. As the primary source of life and energy for our planet, it stands as a symbol of strength, clarity, health, and vitality. Sun magic therefore revolves around tapping into these potent energies and utilizing them for various spiritual and magical endeavors. The sun doesn't merely represent a celestial body emitting light and warmth. It's a symbol of growth, rebirth, and the perpetual cycle of life. Historically, the sun has been personified and deified, with numerous cultures worshipping sun gods and goddesses such as Ra in the Egyptian mythology, Apollo in Greek mythology, and Surya in Hinduism. A sun magic demonstration often incorporates a sun symbol like a solar cross or a representation of a sun deity. The practitioner, ideally under the open sky, raises the symbol towards the sun while visualizing its warm, radiant energy filling the space. Positive affirmations and visualizations are key here. The practitioner might use a mantra like, "Golden sun, radiant and bright, bless us now with your light." The spell, being the complete opposite of a rain spell, can come in handy on a gloomy or rainy day when the warmth and clarity of the sun is desired. Sunrise and sunset are great for rituals. These transitional times are charged within the sun's potent energies. By greeting the dawn or bidding farewell to the day, you connect with the rhythm of nature. Such rituals can include meditations, chants, or even simple acknowledgement. Place a bowl or jar of water under the sun, allowing it to absorb its energy. This solar-charged water can then be used for healing, cleansing, or empowering rituals. Use sunstones like citrine or goldstone to capture the sun's essence. Leave them under sunlight to charge and use them later in spells or wear them as amulets. Drawing or crafting symbols that resonate with the sun's energy can help manifest desires. The sun disk, solar cross, or even simple sun rays can be potent symbols. Sit under the sun, absorbing its energy, and visualize its golden light healing and revitalizing every cell in your body. While the sun's energies are immensely powerful and beneficial, it's also essential to approach sun magic with respect. Be aware of overexposure. Ensure you're protected with appropriate clothing or sunscreen if you're spending prolonged periods under the sun. Understand that the sun's energy is potent. Balance is key. Just as plants can wither with too much sunlight, it's crucial to ensure you're not overcharging or overwhelming yourself energetically. Sun magic is a radiant pathway that can enlighten, heal, and empower. As with all forms of magic, the key lies in intention, respect, and alignment. By attuning oneself with the sun's rhythms and cycles, we not only harness its power, but also remind ourselves of the interconnected dance of life, light, and energy. Cloud magic is a fascinating branch of weather magic that focuses specifically on the ethereal, ever-changing clouds. These soft floating masses have been seen in countless cultures as powerful omens, messages from the divine, or canvases for divination and magic. Their transient nature makes them ideal for various spiritual practices, and working with them can be deeply fulfilling. Clouds are formed when warm air rises and cools, condensing the moisture into visible water droplets or ice crystals. The type, shape, and movement of clouds can reveal a lot about upcoming weather patterns. For the practitioner of cloud magic, they're also rich with symbolic meaning. For instance, cumulus clouds are fluffy white cotton-like clouds often seen on clear days. They can symbolize new beginnings or positive energies. Stratus clouds are these low gray clouds that often cover the sky like a blanket, leading to overcast conditions. They can represent protection, but also potential blockages or obstacles. Cirrus clouds, thin, wispy clouds usually high in the sky. They might indicate changes on the horizon or higher realms of thought. Much like reading tea leaves or gazing into a crystal ball, you can use clouds as a divination tool. Sit comfortably and gaze up at the sky. Ask a question or simply open yourself to messages. Let the shapes, movements, and patterns of the clouds guide your insights. Cloud shaping is a meditative practice wherein you use your intentions and energy to shape clouds. Find a solitary cloud and focus on it, willing it to change its shape or even dissipate. This practice can help in honing concentration and understanding the power of intention. On days when you feel burdened or overwhelmed, visualize transferring your worries and stresses into a specific cloud. Watch it as it drifts away and breaks apart, taking your concerns with it. On clear days when fluffy cumulus clouds are in the sky, send positive intentions or blessings into them. As they move and change, visualize them showering those blessings over the land below. Cloud magic is all about connection, introspection, and understanding the transient nature of life. The ever-shifting dance of clouds reminds us of the impermanence of all things and encourages us to find beauty in every fleeting moment. Whether you're drawing down their energy, seeking guidance, or merely marveling at their beauty, clouds offer a unique and magical experience. Fog, with its mysterious enveloping presence, has always held a unique place in folklore, mythology, and mysticism. Seen as a liminal space, it's where the veil between the worlds becomes thin, presenting opportunities for deep introspection, connection with other realms, and the transformative work. Here's how to harness its enigmatic energy in your spiritual practices. At its core, fog is a cloud that touches the ground. It forms when the temperature and dew point converge, causing the moisture in the air to condense. This natural phenomena is dense with symbolism. Fog masks our surroundings, leading to both uncertainty and an invitation to explore the unknown. It often marks a change, whether it's the transition from night to morning, summer to autumn, or one energetic phase to another. The quiet and isolation that fog often brings can be perfect for introspection. Walking in the fog can be a deeply meditative experience. The muted sounds and obscured sights naturally draw your attention inward. As you walk, stay present and allow the fog to facilitate a journey into your inner realms. The mysterious nature of fog makes it an ideal time for divinatory practices. Pull tarot or oracle cards, use your pendulum, or scry with a bowl of water, allowing the energies of the fog to enhance your intuitive abilities. Just as sage or incense might be used to cleanse a space or aura, you can use fog's misty embrace as well. Step into it, visualize it purifying and renewing your energies, washing away anything that no longer serves you. Given the thinning of veils associated with fog, it's an opportune time for journeying or astral travel. If you practice these, you might find your experiences enhanced or more vivid during foggy conditions. If you're casting a spell where you want the intentions to be hidden or obscured, for instance a protection spell or cloaking spell, fog provides a perfect backdrop. Its concealing nature can bolster the spell's power. Collect water droplets from the fog. These can be gathered from leaves or other surfaces. This fog water can be used in ritual baths as a base for elixirs or to anoint spell objects. Certain deities and spirits are associated with mist, fog, and the liminal spaces they represent. For example, the Celtic goddess the Cailleach is often associated with the mist. Foggy times can be ideal for connecting or honoring these entities. The evening of a foggy day can be a potent time for dream magic. Before sleeping, set the intention to receive clear messages in your dreams, aided by the energies of the fog. Fog's ethereal beauty and potent energies offer a unique opportunity for magical workings. Its transient nature reminds us of the impermanence of all things, encouraging us to embrace the present moment fully, just like clouds. So the next time the world is shrouded in a misty embrace, consider stepping into the fog, both literally and metaphorically, and let the magic guide you. Another weather magic I've worked quite a few times, especially with my coven back in Florida, was hurricane magic. I guess you could call it wind magic, but multiplied to the 10th degree. Once we knew a hurricane was a definite threat to our coastline, most all of the covens in Florida would and will, to this day, get together as one mighty sword to combat the destructive beast of a storm. This magic that is performed is very, very powerful and usually involves blood magic as well, though from ourselves, not from sacrificing an animal of any sorts. Also, the magic will be instructed to stall the hurricane out at sea, holding back from making a touchdown on land and relinquishing its destructive forces on the delicate environment of Florida. Whilst holding the storm at bay, the magic is sent to diminish the winds and forces as much as possible and hopefully steering the storm away from land and letting the ocean swallow it whole. This magic always works, and sometimes the storm still strikes land, but with minimal impact, as the magic was successful and its job well done. These demonstrations provide a brief glimpse into the vibrant world of weather magic. It's important to remember that these practices vary widely among practitioners, and the success of these techniques depends heavily on personal belief, intention, and the connection with the elements. Ethics are also a crucial aspect. Weather magic should always be approached with a sense of respect and responsibility, keeping in mind the potential broader ecological implications. Moreover, some practitioners view these rituals as symbolic rather than literal, using them to internalize changes within oneself rather than externally in the environment. Whether one believes in the literal effect of weather magic or perceives it as a powerful symbolic practice, these demonstrations reflect humanity's enduring fascination with the weather and our longing to dance with the elemental forces that shape it. In the mystical dance of weather magic, we find a captivating blend of reverence, wisdom, and connection. As we've journeyed through the ancient history, modern practices, and the intriguing demonstrations of this art, we've seen how it captures humanity's enduring fascination with the weather, our longing to understand and harmonize with the elemental forces that shape it. At its heart, weather magic is not about control or domination, but a profound dialogue with nature. It encourages us to listen to the rustling leaves, whispering the wind's secrets, to watch the clouds gather in anticipation of the cleansing rains, and to feel the warmth of the sun nurturing life beneath it. Whether we perceive the effects of weather magic as literal or symbolic, the practice imbues us with a deeper appreciation for the natural world and our place within it. It asks us to consider our actions and their impacts, to move in harmony with the rhythms of nature rather than against them. As we continue to face the challenges of climate change and environmental degradation, perhaps the lessons of weather magic are more relevant than ever. Its ethos of respect, balance, and interconnectedness serves as a potent reminder of what we stand to lose and of the pressing need to reclaim our relationship with the earth. Well, that's going to wrap up this episode of Witch Into Working. How do you feel about weather magic? Have you ever performed any type of weather magic? Let us all know in the comments below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and please subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to ring that little bell to be reminded of wonderful and future exciting episodes to come. I love you guys and gals. Blessed be.